Hello, I'm Dr. Alveda King, founder of King for America, the guardian of the King family legacy. And you'll hear me talk a lot about many different things: the pro-life movement, the natural marriage and family, the natural life marriage and family movement. And I connect 2 centuries, the 20th century to the 21st century, as a niece of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., the daughter of Reverend A.D. King, his brother, and the granddaughter of Daddy and Mama King. My own mother, Naomi King, is very instrumental in the 21st century dealing with those same issues that I talk about. But today, you see me kind of with a little holiday setting and a little holiday food, and I just want to share with you another secret from the 20th century. My mother was a civil rights wife. So was my grandmama, Mama King, my Aunt Coretta, and one thing that they learned in the 20th century during the civil rights movement, people had to eat. Today in the 21st century, people have to eat. Now we're living in America in the 21st century, and people have another problem. I think we eat too much. You can kind of look at me and say, Alveda, looks like you eat too much. And that may be a little bit true. So this particular segment now is going to talk about the importance of food and nutrition. We deal with our spirits, that spiritual food, our relationship with God, the Bible and prayer, our souls, where we interact with other people. But our physical bodies need nutrition and nourishment as well. It's important what we eat, how much we eat, and when we eat. If we are prayer warriors or civil rights warriors or professional people who do a lot of work and all of that, then we have to look at what it's going to take to live long and healthy lives. So one thing I learned from my mother during the days of the civil rights movement, people were always coming through, a lot of traffic, a lot going on, and she always had something to eat in her house when people came home with Daddy, if they had to talk about civil rights strategy. So now in the 21st century, you're a man or a lady. I mean, men and women cook. Cooking shows are very popular. How can you throw together a really quick meal to nourish people's bodies while you're having to deal with spiritual issues or social issues and all of that kind of thing? Now, I'm going to just show you a couple of things that I learned from my mother. They're real quick, nutritional things that you can do. You can stay healthy, not find yourself continuing to gain weight. You might even lose a little weight during the holidays, how to slip around and not eat all the food that's going to get to you. And I just really want to tell you about a real simple dessert. And you see here, you may not be able to totally see everything. I've got some yogurt, just some plain yogurt, any brand you want. This is a cherry yogurt. Now you're saying, I like that good, delicious fruit cake they serve at Christmas, or I've got to have a whole box of candy at Valentine's Day, or I've got to have that delicious strawberry shortcake in the summertime. And you know, that's going to load you up on a lot of calories. But you know, you see, this looks kind of pretty in a little crystal cup, that delicious yogurt. Drop yourself a couple of strawberries over in there. Some blueberries. Depending on the season, you can pick your fruit to match the season. Come back over there with a little more yogurt. This is not whipped cream, it's low-fat yogurt. And if you really got to have some chocolate, you can go ahead and put some chocolate drops or a nice piece of chocolate candy and just tuck it down in the side. And you can find yourself sitting around the table talking to your friends, solving all the problems of the world and not feeling guilty about having eaten too many calories. Another little tip, I'm still using these same little cups. It's amazing how you can make a cup look delicious. Broccoli slaw. People don't like broccoli, right? You don't think they like it at all. Broccoli slaw. My hands are clean, don't worry about this. I'm going to drop a little broccoli slaw over in this cup. Take the same blueberries, not the strawberries. Some balsamic vinaigrette, low calorie, guaranteed to be tasty, satisfy you, and you can keep doing your planning, not feel guilty. If you wanted some crunch in here, something you need to munch, a couple of corn chips. If you're like me, my body doesn't like gluten, so I have to have corn and rice, but no gluten. So see, you can do these kinds of things. I learned from the men and women in the civil rights movement, you have to take care of the spirit. You have to take care of the soul. You have to take care of the body. And when you do all of that, you're going to feel good, and you're going to be able to do good things for other folks. Dr. Alveda King, King for America.